Okay, everyone, so it's me, Melissa, back in the ranting shop to review Put a Ring on It. Now, I know I'm late for reviewing this season. It's already on episode 3, and what I'm gonna do is just put all of these episodes together because, in actuality, the show is quite short. Not much happens. So, in the first episode, we get introduced to the couples, but first, there's a new therapist in town. Her name is Dr. Stash. And I don't know what went on with Dr. Nicole, but she's been replaced. She basically gave a whole spiel on the fact that she's been through stuff and she knows firsthand what I guess it takes, and she's able to be empathetic and so on and so forth. She seems more hoodish than Dr. Nicole, which I guess is good for relatability regards, but I don't know if it's gonna mesh well with the couples. So okay, let's go with Dunbar and Chance first. The very first couple we were introduced to, very nice looking couple, especially the woman. She's beautiful. And what I noticed with this couple is that, when women go on this show, it's normally the woman that wants the marriage and the man is stalling. But for this couple, it's the woman stalling and the man wanting to go ahead and get married. Which is every woman who sees that is gonna be like, oh my goodness, you're so lucky. Is she? Because he said something that was so alarming. He said, she doesn't do like wifely things essentially. And my thing about it is, and the theme that I noticed throughout these entire couples is that they know that the partner that they're with is not who or completely or entirely what they want. And the thing about it is, it's not just that, oh, we don't like the same food or all these superficial things. It's fundamental things that they take seriously and that they want, that they overlook because, okay, I guess we have a good vibe, I guess you look beautiful, or whatever the case may be. In the case of Chance and Dunbar, they're just completely different in regards to what they want. Dunbar wants this wifely woman, this, I guess, docile type of woman, and Chance just does not give up that vibe. And I don't he states that she doesn't cook, she doesn't give, and even if she does do these things, she does it on her own time, not on his time. So this man wants a servant, and if that's the situation with what he wanted, I don't understand why he'd be attracted to somebody like Chance, who, just me getting to know off the screen, that's not the energy that she projects. So I'm very confused. It's funny how the fundamentals of what we want from a partner, we're so willing to negate it for other superficial reasons like looks or good conversation and stuff. And then when it all comes down to it, it's like, oh, but she doesn't do what I fundamentally want her to do. It just doesn't make sense. These couples trying to change their partners, it just will not go well. Anyway, so they had the whole date and stuff like that, and he was trying to son the date of Chance because they had to go, the women had to go on dates, and he was trying to son and kind of disrespect and school and love but hate the person like Chance was going out on a date with. I knew it wasn't gonna go anyway. The man just seemed too childish for Chance. Chance looks like she wants like a more manly, experienced man, and this person, although he was really funny, he was giving boyish vibes, so it was really kind of embarrassing what Dunbar was doing to the man. But I think what energy I get from Dunbar is a father energy. Dunbar just appears to be fatherly to Chance, and even though Chance didn't get raised by her mother, she got raised by her father, but I feel like something was missing there because it looks like that is what she's attracted to in her partner. It's that manliness, it's that take charge, similar to a father, is what I'm getting from Dunbar. And then when they did the ending like meeting, the therapist is like, you're controlling the situation, it's not funny, you have to allow. And Dr. Nicole probably say it a different way, but this woman seems to be very blunt with her approach of things, and she's like, you're controlling. And Chance was like, no, he doesn't control me, he doesn't control me, he doesn't control me. And but he kind of does in a sense, and she lets him do it. I think that's it. She doesn't see it as controlling, but that doesn't mean he isn't. But let's go on to Joya and Jay Sean. Now, they've been in a relationship for 2 years, and they conflict on the time to get married and the time to have kids. She wants the marriage and the kids now. A typical story. The woman always wants these things, and it's always her rushing that process. And the man is like, oh, I enjoy my freedom, I want to just enjoy us, and so on and so forth. And my thing about it is, if he doesn't want what you want at that moment in time, leave. But the problem is, the woman stays and she hopes eventually he'll come around. Why? Because the man is playing games. He doesn't say no completely. He kind of leaves the door open a little bit, and that is where the woman feels like, okay, I could get in there and change him. But that seldom happens. And for her to think that is a bit crazy, because at the end of the day, you may stay there 5 more years waiting for him to come around, and he'll never do so. And he'll never tell you, he'll never keep the door closed on your hopes and dreams, because he knows you're gonna stay there and wait for him. So it's just this terrible cycle. And the way she was crying about kids, you would think she didn't have any, but on the date that she went on, she actually does have a child already. She just wants more children, and he's just not at that point yet. And she's like, well, if you're not at that point that I am, then I think I have to leave. The problem is letting go. Like, women find it super difficult to let go. Jay Sean, to me, he seems like she could come, she could go, I'll be good either way. Like, women should adopt that attitude more. So in that particular couple, we see like the typical situation that typically happens, where the woman wants marriage and kids, but the man is like, no, I want my freedom, I want my this and I want my that. Okay, so then we have Ricky and Catherine. They've known each other for a long time, been together for 2 years. He's been previously married. He got scarred by that situation. Apparently, there was infidelity in the marriage. We don't know whether infidelity came from, if it came from him, if it came from the partner. If it came from him, then it's like a totally different set of red flags. If it came from the partner, then it's also, I don't know, questionable, because it's like, men like to ask women or tell women to choose better, but in that case, you didn't choose better either. So here we go. And then the date Catherine went on, he was cute, and it was a cute date. I like Catherine. I think she's a sweet woman. But when they were playing basketball that time, she's like, and like, what is the price for the winner? And she's like, marriage and or proposal or so forth, and he's like, whatever, he's not gonna make her win, or whatever the case may be. I think it's important to just be understanding of the fact that I don't know if he wants to go back into this marriage situation. I really don't. Like, you could be great, you could be fantastic, you could be amazing, but I think what he's learned is that none of that really matters when you're in a marriage. All of that could just very well change, and you see people's real colors, you see their real ways of handling things, and that might either be compatible with yours or not. Yeah, she thinks, okay, maybe he just needs to see that I'm this good woman, and then he's gonna want to be married. But I don't think he is gonna want that. I think he's gonna continue to want to be single and enjoy the benefits of Catherine being his domesticated girlfriend. I think that's the hole that a lot of women fall into. They become girlfriends and get stuck there. You know, the only couple I see getting engaged is probably Dunbar and Chance, and that's only because he wants to marry her. The other men don't seem like they're in too much of a hurry to marry their partners. You know, so that's my assessment of the first episode. Later on, we're gonna get into, on another video actually, we're gonna get into episode number 2. See you then. Like and subscribe for more. Bye bye.